Hello and welcome to DCN Weekly, your regular roundup of Australia's shipping, ports and logistics news. I'm Lindsay Reed, publisher at DCN.
And I'm David Sexton, journalist. We begin this week with some sad news, the sudden passing of Benoit Marcenac, a well-known and highly respected figure in New Zealand's shipping industry.
Yes, as Shipping New Zealand noted, Benoit was a stalwart of the New Zealand shipping industry. He led Safrana Unilines for nearly 2 decades, growing it into one of the most respected carriers in the South Pacific, and was known for proudly promoting Safrana's French heritage.
And beyond that, he was remembered for his warmth, humour and passion for the industry.
Yeah, absolutely. Our own Dale Crisp had many exchanges with Benoit over the years, and he shared his own tribute, saying he enjoyed Benoit's frankness, deep knowledge of the South Pacific trades, and his ability to always look on the bright side of life.
Yeah, a great character of the industry and one who will be sadly missed.
He certainly will. And moving on now to other news this week, David, there's been some pretty hefty infrastructure investment out of South Australia.
Yes, Flinders Port Holdings has announced it will invest a further $350 million in the Flinders Adelaide Container Terminal, along with a further $40 million to upgrade plant over the next 2 years.
Yeah, it's the biggest investment FPH has made at Port Adelaide since it bought the terminal back in 2012, I believe. And it marks the start of the Gateway SA programme of works, which is a long-term plan to get the port ready for the future.
Yeah, the project includes 2 huge new cranes, the largest in Australia, a 135-metre berth extension, new systems and more space for empty containers.
Yeah, and once complete, the terminal will be able to handle 2 366-metre vessels at the same time, which is a big boost in capacity and confidence for shipping lines.
Operations will continue throughout the works, and the first of those new cranes is expected to arrive fully assembled by mid-2027.
Yeah, and actually on port equipment, you reported, David, on another investment at a terminal this week. Patrick's in Brisbane are making some pretty big investments.
Yes, Patrick Terminals has ordered 14 new hybrid Kalmar Autostrads for its Sydney terminal. They're due for delivery late next year and build on earlier orders for the Melbourne site.
So continuing the push for cleaner, more efficient operations, I guess.
Exactly. Patrick says the hybrid straddles are part of its ongoing decarbonisation strategy, and they'll be in action within the next 18 months.
So a lot happening on the terminals front, but out at sea there's some movement too.
Yes, MSC is adding an 18th ship to the MSC Australian Express service, which it operates with CMA CGM's Nemo service between Europe and Australia. The extra vessel is aimed at improving schedule reliability, which has been under pressure since rerouting around the Cape of Good Hope.
And that ship is joining pretty soon, huh?
Yes, the 9,176 TEU MSC Lisbon will phase in at London Gateway on 15 October. It's in a week or so. That'll see the MSC Elena, MSC Azov and MSC Asia each slide one position in their North Europe rotations over the following weeks.
Okay, and there's a bit of reshuffling elsewhere.
LNG-fueled Walbach is leaving ANL's AAXS service and will be replaced by the 8,208 TEU COSCO Philippines. It's not a consortium change, just a vessel swap that adds useful deadweight capacity for exports.
Plus, there have been some leadership changes at the CMA CGM group. Magda Munro has been appointed General Manager New Zealand, and Gary Carter takes on New Pacific Islands business development role.
Rounding out a busy week.
Yeah. And from international shipping back to domestic support, there's a review underway for the Tasmanian Freight Equalisation Scheme.
Minister Catherine King has kicked off the review looking at how the scheme can better help Tasmanian businesses. That's farmers, producers, anyone needing to compete on the mainland or overseas. It'll look at the Bass Strait Passenger Vehicle Equalisation Scheme and other matters raised by last year's Senate inquiry.
Yeah, and the review's being led by Dr. David Parmeter, who's a DCN Hall of Famer, of course, and Dr. Jenny Gordon. Both have strong maritime and economic experience. The final report is expected in the first half of 2026.
Meantime, Tasmanian businesses are already seeing a 25% boost to assistance rates, with another $95 million committed over the next 2 years. It's all about keeping supply chains secure, supporting jobs, and helping the state's economy thrive.
Yeah, absolutely. And finally, a significant development in the Timor Sea. The abandoned FPSO Northern Endeavor has quietly departed.
Yes, it's been disconnected from the oil fields and is now under tow to Singapore before being sent on to Denmark for dismantling.
Okay, and the decision to dismantle the vessel overseas has also drawn some debate.
Unions and parts of the industry had hoped it could be handled locally to support Australian recycling capacity. The government's granting of an export licence adds another point of discussion, though the department says further updates will be provided once the FPSO reaches Denmark.
And Northern Endeavour has a long history, of course. It began operations in 1999, changed owners a few times, and was abandoned following safety and financial issues.
The federal government took over its decommissioning, which is expected to cost over $1 billion, reflecting the scale and complexity of offshore operations.
Yeah, it's a reminder of the ongoing challenges in managing ageing offshore infrastructure, both technically and financially. Well, that's all from us this week. Just a quick reminder before we go, this year's Liner Trade Awards include a survey, so please do jump onto the website and fill it out if you haven't already. It only takes a minute or two.
Yes, and if you'd like to get in touch with DCN, we'd love to hear for your thoughts. Drop us a line at editorial@thedcn.com.au.
Yeah, and don't forget, as always, to make sure you're signed up to the DCN's Daily Newswire for your daily updates as well. Well, thanks, David, and thanks to everyone for listening, and we will catch you next week.
Thanks again.